Well, let's talk this through with Peter Chowka, who's a political journalist based in Seattle. Thank you for being on the programme. So how do you think this town hall has been received?
Well, Sally, the country of the United States is as divided as it ever has been. So President Trump's base of supporters continues to approve of what he says, and his detractors are reporting negatively. For example, at CNN, which doesn't like President Trump, a guest said that he was overwhelmed and throwing up his hands during the town hall. While over at Fox News, a guest said the president showed his empathy and common sense. And your reporter, I think, in the report prior to my coming on, nailed it very accurately.
I mean, no critical press around. The format was very sort of pro-Trump in a way, and that's what he likes, isn't it? That's what he encourages.
Well, it was a town hall format, and town halls in the United States on the cable news channels have become very popular, and all three of the major channels do them, and they don't involve outside press. They have the press or the hosts from that channel, and they are not meant to be that critical, although in this case, instead of a live audience, Fox News solicited videos. 1,000 of them came in, video questions. About 20 were used, and some of them were quite probing. And I would give credit to the two hosts, the news hosts. They're not Fox opinion hosts, Martha McCallum and Brett Baer. They are pretty much down the middle news hosts, and I think they did a pretty good job. And the content was over. Fox News sent me a transcript. It runs over 20,000 words. So there was a lot said. And also Vice President Pence was present for the second hour, as well as Secretary of the Treasury Steve Mnuchin. So it covered not only medical issues, but the economy as well.
Now, in some parts of the US, his Democratic rival Joe Biden's ratings are going up in the polls. I know it's very hard to predict, but could you give us a sense of what you think might happen in November?
Well, I just checked the Real Clear Politics average of polls, which is quite respected here. And President Trump is at this moment, on the average of all polls, about 6 points behind Joe Biden. And his approval rating is 44.1%. And Biden's approval is, I'm sorry, his disapproval is 50.8. So he's got some work to do, obviously. And I mean, anybody, I think, who tries to predict not only the election this year, but what's going to happen with the COVID-19 pandemic, it's really impossible to predict. Just like 2016, pretty much everybody was wrong in their predictions politically then. So we will just have to wait and see. But it's going to be a hard-fought, bare-knuckles race right to the end, and really the most interesting year in American politics that anybody can remember.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Peter, thank you so much for your time. Peter Chowka, who joins us from Seattle, a political journalist based there.